What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and y'all already know this is Tisha Tuesday. This is for my ladies, and y'all, this is my 13th episode, okay? I know some people like to look at 13 as being like a bad luck number and all that stuff, but I like the number 13 because 1 plus 3 is 4, okay? And I'm just so excited to just continuing, in my journey with my podcast and just with everything that I'm doing, with the petition and going to city council and all that stuff or whatever. It has been a lot that's been going on and just in my life and all that stuff, and just, me feeling like I'm not doing enough, or maybe, people, I guess my expectation from, people and all that stuff or whatever. But hey, it's okay. I thought I lost my little prayer book. So I have this little prayer book where I write my prayers in and all that stuff. And I definitely say them, speak my prayers out loud and all that stuff. But I also like writing them down. And I thought I lost my book when I tell y'all, like, I almost had like a little meltdown. But then I'm just like, maybe somebody gonna find my book and just read it and be like, who is this person? And I can just bless her, and as long as I find her and all this stuff like that or whatever, but I ended up finding it. And, I was just able to just, release some things and just get some things out, that I definitely, prayed out loud and talked to God about. But I was just able to just, put some prayers on paper. Sometimes I just feel like what comes out on paper is sometimes different from when I speak. So I would definitely recommend anybody who, just get a prayer book. You call it your journal, your diary, or whatever. But, just have something, where you can keep, your thoughts and, your request. Because on the front of my book, it says, let your requests be known to God. So I just, I be like, Lord, I request. That's what I be writing. In my book or what, in my little prayer book and all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, just requests. But, mainly I'm just thankful. I'm just so thankful just for everything that he's been doing in my life, and just the things that he's been giving me. And then also, when I first started this podcast and everything, I was talking about, like accountability. And I know I have to be accountable for my own life, because anything that I don't do, it doesn't affect anybody else. Like, it entirely affects me. And that's why, even, being from accountable, from within, as far as eating right and all that stuff, because I have this whole, a couple of episodes ago, I talked about this whole total money makeover. I was like, September, yes, I started my new total money makeover. My new life is changing, and I'm gonna get out of debt and all that stuff, whatever. September came, and I was pumped. And then September went, and I was just like, total money makeover. Like, it wasn't total money makeover. It's just like, but I have to understand that if I want to get where I want to be, as far as it doesn't even have to do with, just making millions. Well, it do, because eventually I want to make millions. God, my request. And I want to be able to sow into other people and to just give back while continuously, generating money and all that stuff or whatever. But, I felt myself slipping back into old habits, and I started getting myself into the total money makeover before I even started. And the total money makeover is just, like the 7 baby steps, with the step 1, saving $1,000, step 2, paying off your debt and the snowball effect, step 3, different stuff. You can look it up, Dave Ramsey. I highly suggest anybody who is listening to this, who is under the sound of my voice, if you are a person that want to get out of debt, or, just to live a better life, even if you don't, just to understand just how this credit work, because we always like, oh, there's good credit and there's bad credit. Credit is credit. credit is credit. It doesn't matter. You always owe something. You're always owing something or whatever. It talks about steps, how to pay off your house early, how to save up for your kids' college fund and college tuition if you have kids and all that stuff. And a lot of things, if you don't have kids, it's not, it doesn't matter to you. There's a lot of steps that you can skip unless you want to save up for some imaginary kids, like future kids. And that's okay. Like, that's okay if you just want to set yourself up and set your legacy up. It basically talks about that. And again, back to accountability. I have to hold myself accountable. I had my little $1,000 saved, but then things came up. And, I'm like, oh, okay, I got this extra money here. But that's why, that $1,000 is just, okay, you save that and you don't touch it. Because once you have saved that, go ahead and get started on the next thing. But even in the book, Dave Ramsey talks about this whole gazelle intent, intense gazelle or gazelle intensity and all that stuff or whatever. Basically, he uses the analogy of when a gazelle, which is the little animals and all that stuff, is being haunted, by the cheetah, the lion, the whomever. It basically had to focus in on getting out of that situation. When y'all watch those little clips on video, they be like, "Thug life, not today, bitch." Get the little animal. It's like that. You have to be like that, and I want to get that back. And, I kind of start losing focus when real life happens. When something happens and something is due, or I got this bill that's this much and all that stuff. I'm a server. So anybody who listens to this and is a server, y'all know we basically, how we make our money is just like we make some money and we pay a bill, or, okay, this money go to that money go to that, or whatever like that. So I basically have to understand how to manage, my money. So back to like I was saying, I was in this whole mindset, like I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I lost it. And I have to get back to that because, again, there are things that I know that, God is ready to bless me with, but I have to get myself ready and get myself in that position to receive because I already know he's not going to bless me in no mess. Now, he's still going to bless me because, hey, every day I wake up and I still have my family and all that stuff or whatever, but I have to step outside of myself and things like, okay, well, I can't do this right now, or I can't do that right now because I have to do this. I have to sacrifice some things or whatever because I know that in the end, this is my goal. And it's unfortunate that I had waited all the way until I'm 29 to start this stuff or whatever, but I'm glad I know now. And had I known then, a lot of things could have been different, but, me and my sister, me and my mom, we had went out over the weekend. We went to Bay Local. Shout out to Bay Local. They were outstanding. Now, my sister did have a little mold on her bread and all that stuff or whatever. But besides that, the food was good. The drinks were great. What I can suggest that they do hot plates because when we got our food, and I used to work at the Egg Bistro, but boo Egg Bistro, because I found out that my white manager, called me ghetto behind my back. Like, yeah, he told his his wife, who they're not legally divorced and all that stuff, not even legally separated, but whatever. She said they're still married. So she told him that, she had hired me, and he was like, oh, you're going to have to deal with her being late and she's ghetto and all that stuff. Now, he got me right about the late because, let me tell you, either you want me to show up and be there, or you just want me to not come, because if I'm late and you just like, okay, you're late, just stay home, I will stay home. Like, I'm going to just stay home. But when I get there, like I say, I'm on 100. Like, every time I'm on 100 or whatever like that. But he called me ghetto, and I really did feel, like offended by that. And I definitely want to go up there and talk to him about that, because I have never, I worked there from May until September, but he probably called me ghetto because I quit. That's probably how he said, probably why he said I was ghetto. But even still, like, you shouldn't have even told her that. I don't even care, if that's your wife and y'all talking in privacy and all that stuff, because she went back and told somebody, and that person told me. So, anyway, back to Bay Local. So hot plates. So pretty much when you get your food, it's still hot. I remember working at the Egg Bistro, and a person got like pancakes, and the plates, even when, I went and took their plates and threw it out, the plate was still warm. So I feel like, the food would stay a little bit hotter if they did hot plates. But hey, that's just one thing that I, found that they could, enhance and do better. But anyway, so, me, my mom, and my sister had went, and we were just talking about, my mom, she'll be 46. If she's 46, she'll be 47 next year. And, she was saying how she want to buy a house now. And I remember conversations when, I would talk to my mom. I'm like, yeah, you buy a house? Girl, I ain't buying no house and all that stuff or whatever. But now she's like, she wants to leave something, for her kids and for her grandkids and all that stuff. So I'm proud of her for even, having that changed mindset to want to leave a legacy, for her offsprings and all that stuff. And that's just what it's about. That's what I feel like my total money makeover is about. And everybody can do their own total money makeover thing for, their own personal, reasons and gain. But I want to leave something for my family, and then I still want to be able to just give to those people who do not have, to step up for people who do not have a voice, for when they need a street light and all of that stuff, whatever. Because granted, if I had $250,000 right now, I would go and slap that money like, put up the light. Speaking of which, y'all, guess who I ran into at Wawa? The mayor. Yeah, I ran into the mayor at Wawa. And my sister, one of her girlfriends work at Wawa. She's a manager there. And she was like, Tisha, there go the man. I was like, girl, I see him. I'm on my way. So I'm just walking. I got him right in sight. And I get up to him like halfway, and he just kind of like brushed me like I'm on the phone. I'm like, And then my sister, her girlfriend, she was like, well, dang. I said, but you saw that though, right? You saw it, right? She was like, yeah, I saw it. He be in order. I was like, but it's okay. Because there is another city council meeting on Tuesday, October 23rd. So make sure you put that in your calendars. For those who showed up last Tuesday to the city council meeting, thank you so much. My best friend Shana, Nikita, Olivia, Dawn, who else was there? Who else was there? Oh my goodness. Who else was there? But anyway, yeah. Hey, yo, Frankie, what's up? So thank you so much, y'all, for coming out. Nikita, thank you. I've never met Nikita. I just, hair by Nikita. Y'all know who she is on Instagram. She does hair. She be slaying them wigs. They got an event coming up. Her and Rapunzel Reddy got an event coming up on December 9th. They are doing like the Battle of the Lace and all that stuff. So any women who listen to this, if y'all are looking for different styles and techniques and anything, make sure y'all attend their class. Make sure y'all attend their class. They had like a little promotion going on and all that stuff or whatever. So me and Nikita never even met each other, but she came out and supported, and I thank you. And just because you came, like, I love you, girl. Thank you so much. And also, I definitely have to shout out my best friend because she is having an event coming up. It's a mommy event, y'all, and it is Saturday, October 27th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Come and enjoy Mommy to Me spa treatment and stress relief conversations and education. You get to enjoy the luxury of a massage and being in the presence of mothers who are like you, because I do have some mothers, who listen to my podcast. So basically, she is doing like the Mommy Burnout. She's doing, where you can kind of revitalize and, re-energize. And she was like, the moms that experience the following may benefit from mommy guilt, trying to balance social, work-related, and family responsibilities while finding time for mommy fun, struggling with self-care, a difficult work balance, resentment due to postponing life goals, and lack of time management. Yes, ladies, so even if, that is stuff that women need to go even if they aren't mothers. Because, and I get it, I'm not a mom, I don't have any kids, but I have a nephew. And I'm a woman, and I can bear life. Y'all heard what I said in front of those city council people. So, yeah, any woman can benefit this. So, the admission is $20. You can cash out money symbol mommy 2, the number 2, mommy 757. You're going to get chair massages, refreshments, giveaways, identifying mommy burnout, self-care, and stress management. So on October 27th from 4 to 6, $20. Make sure, and it is at 1736 South Park Court Street, 201, Chesapeake, Virginia, 23320, okay? So again, I'll make sure I post that on my Instagram and all that stuff. And I'll post her and Nikita's stuff on my Instagram so y'all can know the following events for October. And also, speaking of which, y'all already know I got to shout out my girl Jimmy, because she's having a Halloween party at is it O'Connor Brewing Company? I have to make sure, but that's on Halloween. Make sure it's 21 and up. That's all. Halloween, 21 and up, costume required. That's all I gotta say. Now, make sure that I post that on my Instagram and all that stuff, okay? So those are your, October events. Again, Nikita and Rapunzel's, theirs is in December, but still, make sure you get your tickets, early bird tickets and all that stuff or whatever. So, yeah, now that I got the love out the way and all that stuff, y'all. So, speaking of accountability, I started back in the gym. So, y'all, I'm going to be waitressing at the little all black at the Half Moon this weekend. So I had to go ahead, and it is NSU homecoming week. What in the world? I'm tripping. It's so much stuff going on. It's a R&B event at Origami. It's 2 all blacks, one at the West End, one at the Half Moon, the one that I'll be working. Now, I couldn't get in as a bartender, but I'm in there as a waitress. So, them waitresses be having them big booties and them nice voluptuous titties and all that stuff. So I had to get in the gym, because I'm usually behind the bar. You don't see all that stuff. You just see chesting up and all that stuff or whatever. So this is different. Waitressing is waitressing and all that stuff, but I'm just glad I get to go so a bitch can dance and party and make a little bit of money and all that stuff or whatever. And just see who out. I ain't been out in so long, and I'm going to tell you, this is the first time that I probably really went to an NSU event during homecoming. I usually just I probably go to a tailgate and maybe MPs or something, and then that's it. For real, that's it. So this is probably the first event that NSU or affiliate, because is any of those guys even NSU graduates? I don't even know. We need to start letting them people monopolize of our alma mater. But it's all good, though, so. Oh, yeah, SP, he doing it. That's who got me in it. He definitely in that shoe, alma mater and all that stuff or whatever, alumni. But anyway, yeah, so definitely make sure y'all check me out, get y'all sections and all that good stuff. Y'all all black, dressed in all black like the old man. But anyway, yeah, so accountability. I got back into the gym. Let me just say, I feel like my whole thing is, I know I have a nice body. I love my body. Like I love it. And I know that my best, I can still stand to look my best. And I talked about it in my podcast, like my first episode, maybe second episode, about, what a person best is. Again, if a person best is looking like a crackhead, then educate that person to be like, okay, now that you have, done that cardio, you've slimped down, try work doing these exercises to build that, muscle and all that stuff. Educate. This is what I want y'all to remember. Let's not put people down. Let's educate them, and not educate them to make them feel low, okay, ladies? Because I know black people, we a little sassy and we can, make people feel low. Come in love. And not that fake love either, okay? So if you are educated on the body and all that stuff, where you know that this is a quad and this is a glute and this is the extraterrestrial, whatever it is, I don't know, then just be like, try incorporating that. And then if you go a step further, you can also try these sort of foods. Let's educate our sisters, okay? Let's educate them and not tear them down. So I done went to the gym and did a full body workout and got in the hot tub and all that stuff or whatever, because I got to fit in that little cute little outfit that they sent us and all that stuff. And it looked like the little Beyonce outfit, so I might have to wear it again for Halloween. Just put that little silver cape on it and all that stuff or whatever. Just be around here floating like I'm like that King Bee that she is. So I took these pills, y'all, and I'm trying to find a picture so I can read them. Okay, so it is the intestinal movement formula, effective, gentle, balanced, not habit forming, gluten-free dietary supplements, and it's vegan. Okay, so what it does, for those bowel movements and all that stuff, that old stuff, it just, it's a detox. So it just cleans it out of you. It just get it all out of you. And I'm going to need all of this stuff to come out me by the Friday, whenever the All Black. When is the All Black? It's Friday. Oh, I need it. See, I need to lose about 5 pounds by Friday. So I might even go once I finish this and post this and all of that stuff, I'm probably going to go right to the gym, because I need to, my arms are my biggest thing. Oh my gosh, my arms. Like, if I could get whatever suction out my arms, like, I would, but I just need to work out. That's all that is. See, we live in this instantaneous society where we want everything to be so instant. We do not want to put in the hard work. We don't like hard work. We like easy stuff, because life has given, for the most part, things are just so instantaneous, and we just want instant results. And, so instant that we don't even know failure. We don't even know how to fail. And, you have to understand that you have to fail at being you, rather than failing trying to be someone else or whatever somebody else wants or think you should be. You have to understand that failure is a part of life. And when failure happens, you got to fail fast and get back up even quicker. You have to understand that failure is not something that you're supposed to wallow in. It's not something that you give energy to failure, but give it the energy to find out what you need to do better, so you can get out of it, and that you can, proceed to go forward, and that you fail no more. But anybody who has been great at anything has failed. So we have to stop looking at other people and other things when we fail, and just be like, that's it. Because even at the gym, what you're doing, how you get muscle, you have to, when they say no pain, no gain, that is because you have to put that pressure on those muscles in order to get gains. You have to hurt those muscles. You have to break them. You have to rip them. You have to tear them. You have to stretch them. Stretch. You have to stretch those muscles. They have to rip apart. They have to tear. And when they build, bulk, those gains and all of that stuff. So when life, applies that pressure, you have to understand, like, what your strength is. Do not take the easy. Taking the easy route out is when you do stuff like commit suicide and all of that stuff. That's taking the easy route out, like, for real. And I know last month, September, was suicide prevention month and all of that stuff or whatever. And I had somebody that reached out to me and was just like, she wanted me to know it's October, and so forgive me, but y'all have to understand that people go through life. People go through life, and life can be hard. Like, one of my best friends, the one who's throwing this event, she'll tell you in a heartbeat. She said, I've been telling y'all since forever. Life is hard. And you have to understand that when people be like, oh, it's an illusion and all of that stuff or whatever, you have to get your mind together. Because once you get your mind together and you can think, you know how to think yourself out of situations and, think to elevate yourself. Think so that you can find solutions to the problems, to the issues, to the things that you're dealing with. You have to think to see how you have to change. You have to think to see how you have to move. And you can't, and not only are you thinking for right now, right in this moment, you have to think ahead. Because you don't want to just think for right now and then you haven't thought about what's coming after that. Everything is a cause and a reaction, like a cause and effect and all that stuff. So, you have to understand. And again, I have to take everything into consideration, from inside out. Again, taking accountability of my body. Like, I want to eat better. I want to look my best. I want to have, everything or whatever. So, that means I have to make sure that I am constantly doing what I say that I'm going to do all the time. Not some of the time, not half of the time, but every day, every single day. And it's not just, oh, yeah, oh, no, every day. So even if you fail, get back up, and the next day, try again, and the next day, try again, and the next day, try again. And speaking of which, I was gifted with this book today. It is called African Holistic Health. Because again, y'all, I said inside out. It talks about herb, vitamins, minerals, aminos, and glandular and food recipes. This is the good part that I like. Sexual personality types, foods to avoid, self-diagnosis charts, male cycle, anthrax, AIDS, cocaine addiction remedies. I might need to flip to that page because, some people have, let me see what this is. Are you eating food or drug? Oh, this sounds like some good stuff, and I just got it. And I cannot wait to, let me see, sexual personality types. I wonder what my sexual personality type is. Let me find that. Black folks and sex. This sounds like some good stuff. I can't wait to dive in this thing. Okay, so I can't find it, but I took a picture of it. So, Type 3, leader sexuality. Birth date between July 4th and August 24th. So this for everybody that's born between July 4th and August 24th. It says leaders have an emotionally explosive sexual nature and like to be sexually in charge. They feel that they must completely sexually satisfy themselves and their partners and challenge themselves to do so. Once they have won the sexual challenge, they emotionally withdraw until a greater orgasmic challenge presents itself. Damn, but that's so true. During sex, they may talk foolish, use foolish positions and foreplay moves. Leaders know what sexually pleases them, and are determined to be satisfied. Leaders can resort to emotionalism and emotional manipulation to create sexual episodes. They tend to enjoy the idea of sex more than sex. They enjoy turning ordinary words, sounds, positions, or body movements into eroticism. Female leaders, that's me. These females are sexually charismatic, charming, flirtatious. They tend to be slightly rough and yet gentle in sexual positions and activities. They are sexually assertive and make sex into a battle of ego satisfaction. She may not compromise with the use of sexual positions and tends to block her own sexual satisfaction. They tend to be sensual and enjoy the physicalness of sex. I think I'm going to start reading this bad boy today. Okay? It sounds like some good stuff in here. But anyway, that's called African Holistic Health by Layla O. Africa with the K. And it is recommended by Dick Gregory. Yeah. Y'all, last month I read 3 books. I am so proud of myself because part of, my goals and everything is to make sure that I'm reading, books every month. And I hate that in the beginning of the year, I just be like, ooh, I'm going to read a book every month and I'm going to start working out and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and all that stuff or whatever. January come, don't do it. February come, don't do it. March is the new year. I'm starting over. So by March, you just, all right, it's the 3rd month of the year. And you just want to do it. You just got everything like, okay. Then April, May, all that stuff come. Every life starts coming. Graduations, your birthday, and all of that stuff or whatever. And everything that you said that you were going to do, like your New Year's resolutions, you're no longer doing it anymore. So that's also holding yourself accountable too. Make sure you get y'all wall calendars. Get a big one. Have it right there where you have to see it every day, where you have to be presented with that every single day. But honestly, me personally, my new year is my birthday. Like, I understand we celebrate like the calendar year into, we're going into 2019, but my new year is my birthday. Wanna know why? Because it's my birthday. Like, I was born. I'm a new age. I have never been this age before. Like, I'm spending my last days in my 20s. And I went skydiving. I mean, like, nothing tops that. I don't know what it is that I could do besides traveling and all of that stuff. Okay, that's a given. But I don't know anything that could top that besides me bungee jumping out of a helicopter like Will Smith, okay? Like, that's probably what can top that. So that means I need to get some money where I can bungee jump out of a helicopter in the Grand Canyon like Will Smith did. So, yeah, boom. So next bucket list adventure. But anyway, my new year starts for my birthday. Again, I'm a brand new age. I'm discovering stuff about myself, what I can tolerate, what I will not tolerate, what is just like, no. And I can say that since my 29th birthday, things that I have been saying that I want to do, I have been doing. And I'm very, very, very proud of myself. So I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. And I want to challenge all you women, everybody, to start writing down your goals. Like, every week, even if it's not every week, start at the beginning of the month or when you think about it and just start writing down the stuff that you want to do. And leave space in between that. Because what I want you to do, and after you listen to this, get your November goals together, okay? So after you finish listening to this, I want you to take some time and I want you to write down at least maybe 5 or 6 goals big goals that you want to do for the month of November. It doesn't matter if it's start Christmas shopping and all of that stuff or whatever. So write 5 or 6 things that you want to do for the month of November, even if it's start reading. And under those, get specific. So, start reading. Start reading what? Think about books that you want to read and just make a book list. And then under that, schedule a day to go to Barnes and Noble or go on Amazon right then and there or whatever and order you some books. Like I had ordered like 6 or 7 books off of Amazon that totaled up $65. That's investment money. That's investment money because those are books to help me, like the Total Money Makeover book, The Alchemist, Year of the Yes by Shonda Rhimes, Big Magic, The 4 Agreements. Those are books that are going to help me in my life. So those are investments. I'm investing in myself. That is knowledge that I am gaining. It's something that I am learning, something that I am discovering. So again, if it's read a book, so start getting specific with your goals. So if you say, okay, I want to start working out, look at your calendar. Find what days that you can work out. If you're a morning person, if you're a night person, okay, how long you're going to spend there. Let's be realistic with these goals. If you know you can only spend about 15 to 30 minutes at the gym, you went to the gym, you spent 15 to 30 minutes, pat yourself on the back because you did it. And continue to increase that. You're going to go on what days? And if you go to Planet Fitness, y'all know it's 24 hours. Those nights where you cannot sleep, where you can't go to the gym for a couple of minutes. Come home, take a shower, you be knocked out. Ready to go through the day because you done did something. Your body, you done treated yourself. You done treated your body to something good. Your body likes it. For real. Whether you know it or not, your body like working out. It hurt and it's hard, but it likes it. It thanks you. Your muscles tearing, that's them screaming for joy. That's them doing that because they want to look good. Your body wants to look good for you. So, yeah. So, again, if it's to November, start Christmas shopping. Write out your Christmas list, how much money that you're going to spend on each person. Just write it out. If you want to clean out your closet, when you clean out your closet, are you going to donate some stuff? Who are you going to donate to? Let's start getting so specific and realistic about our goals that they are obtainable and they are achievable. Okay, ladies? Because we can do it. We can do it. You can do it. I can do it. And I believe in you, all right? So this is it for this Tisha Tuesday. That's all I got for you. Just to let y'all know, October 23rd, I am going back to City Hall, okay? Because I definitely sent the mayor a picture and Miss Mamie B. Johnson because, did I mention on Friday, this past Friday, the traffic light was knocked down. There was an accident at the same exact intersection, and they ran over the stop sign for Princess Anne and Majestic, y'all. The car was completely totaled. I am so glad that nobody was sitting on the passenger side in the front or the back because that's how toe up that car is, y'all. That person would have been severely hurt, severely injured. And I'm not sure what happened to the lady that was driving that hit them, but they did say she was transported to the hospital. And I had to get those records because I have requested the records of the accidents that have been reported on that intersection. So I'm on it, y'all. Like, I'm really on it, but it's still so much more that needs to be done that I could be doing. But again, October 23rd, make sure y'all come to City Hall, 7 p.m., 810 Union Street. October 20, did I say 26 or 27 from Best Friend? Let me just check. Saturday, October 27, 4 p.m., 6 p.m. And make sure Halloween, Jasmine's, her spooktacular, y'all, her Virgin Grooves Halloween party. So make sure y'all are there. That's it. See y'all next week. Peace.